Time to run it back already. For the second time in 3 weeks, we get Giants-Eagles, round 2 in Philadelphia. Giants officially a team that cannot be overlooked. Eagles officially back in the driver's seat in the NFC East.
And after the Vikings stall, the Eagles ball.
Okay, thumbnail recap of their first game. You can decide what you think is still relevant. Saquon hit at 4.8 a carry, only 12 tries. Dallas Goedert, 100-plus yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts threw for 280-plus yards, only 1 touchdown, but he got picked. Got sacked 3 times. Brian Burns getting him twice. G-Men held Philadelphia to a meager 17 points, 1 for 9 on third down.
The final score from MetLife Stadium. Yeah, you're driving home happy.
Jackson Dart threw for a touchdown, ran for 1. Wan'Dale Robinson led the team with 86 yards. Cam Skattebo touched it down 3 times, almost 100 yards on 5.2 a carry. 34 points, 11 for 16 on third down.
Handoff, Skattebo runs left into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants!
As Mr. Frog for President put it in the comments section last week, Giants are suddenly must-watch football. The vibes coming off that team are insane. And despite their fourth quarter defensive meltdown in their loss to Denver last week, it still holds true because Jackson Dart struts in off his best showing yet, though his pick aided Denver's comeback as well. But they have an offense that went for 32 points against a stout Denver defense. Should have been 33. That's back-to-back 30 burgers for Blue.
Dart will run it himself and dives. Touchdown is right.
Dart is starting to hit more bullseyes. 3 touchdowns versus a Patrick Surtain-led Denver secondary, 280-plus yards, over 8.5 yards per attempt. It's a real bummer that Malik Neighbors isn't part of all this.
Winding up, going, he's got him! Touchdown! Holy smokes, he was wide open.
The Philadelphia secondary he goes after next gave up over 300 yards to Carson Wentz. Didn't allow any TD passes, though. May have gotten an assist from an unseen zebra, but picked Wentz off twice, held him to a sub-65 rate.
Looking downfield, launches a ball, dangerous pass, intercepted.
They were able to keep Minnesota to 22 points by holding their ground inside the 20. They let Minnesota in the red zone 6 times, but allowed only 1 touchdown. They also took one of those picks to the crib.
Hit as he throws, picked off. There goes Jalix Hunt, house call Philadelphia.
Playing with fire, letting a team in the red zone 6 times, though. Picked up a couple of sacks on 42 pass attempts, so barely noteworthy. Dart was dropped by the league's top pass rush 4 times on his 33 pass attempts, minimized the losses to 16 yards at least.
Here comes the pressure from Cooper, and down he goes. Sacked back at the 15.
Philadelphia secondary gave up 79 yards to Justin Jefferson, 128 to Jordan Addison. Still Wan'Dale that led New York in receiving, saw a team-high 12 targets, went for 95 yards, 84-plus back-to-back weeks as he takes over as Dart's go-to.
Now watch, he tries to stop, he sees he's going to get hit, then he bounces it, and Robinson's able to get to the outside.
Dart used his tight ends for over 150 yards. Daniel Bellinger scored 88 yards.
Jackson Dart to the air, and he's got Bellinger again. 29-yard strike.
Theo Johnson painted it blue as well. He scored in 3 of his last 4 now, added 66 yards on top of it.
Caught on the ricochet. It's grabbed here by the galloping Johnson. Touchdown!
And of course, Cam Skattebo pulled a touchdown in through the air, 34 receiving yards, added 60 along the ground. He's racked 90-plus scrimmage yards in 5 straight.
He's gonna stiff arm his way in. Touchdown, Giants!
Philadelphia held Jordan Mason to 57 yards, just 3.8 a run, which was still better than what Saquon produced. Barkley just 2.4 a carry versus Minnesota, only 44 yards. Needs to hop on that deer to get it going, maybe. 5 straight games now under 60 yards. His 4th game under 3.4 per attempt, too.
Wow, that play got blown up immediately. He was basically on top of Saquon Barkley.
Philadelphia's offense only accounted for 21 points versus Minnesota, who does sport a good defense. Still, only 3 for 10 on third down, only 1 trip to the red zone. Coming off back-to-back 17-point showings, their offense is still off.
Here is a blitz, an extra body for Minnesota. Hurts trying to avoid it, he will not.
Jalen Hurts, though, comes in hot. Perfect 158.3 rating on 19 of 23 passing, 326 yards, over 14 yards per attempt. That's huge. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
First 300-yard passing game in over a year. He's been fantastic.
Hurts has clicked for 280-plus yards 3 straight games, has a 100-plus rate in 4 of his last 5, 11 touchdowns on the year, only 1 pick, and takes on a secondary and defense that imploded in the last quarter they were on the field. No team had ever given up 33 points in the fourth quarter after pitching a shutout the first 3.
Backpedaling touchdown, and the Broncos are back in business.
Giants were missing 2 DBs, ended up letting Bo Nix go for 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, gave up 2 huge passes in the waning moments to let them get into field goal position.
And caught by Sutton. 2 seconds left. They're going to try a field goal to win it.
The lone bright spot on defense for them, Brian Burns, who added 2 more sacks to his league-leading collection. He has 9 now, 2 in back-to-back games, and a sack in 6 of 7 shifts.
There they come and got him. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack today.
Burns' 2 bags, the only 2 New York came up with versus Knicks, gave up 42 yards to tight end Evan Ingram, 85 to Marvin Mims, 87 to Cortland Sutton, gave up big catches to both guys late. Philadelphia's wide receiver combo, the usual suspects without limps. A.J. Brown's best 2025 outing consisted of scoring twice along with 121 yards.
Hurts pointing, throwing, trying to find a loose man. It's A.J. Brown. He's in.
And Devontae Smith hauled in some big catches versus Minnesota, a touchdown plus 183 through the air, caught 9 of his 11 targets. That's 110 plus in 2 of his last 3.
Throws open man Devontae Smith. He's got a new career high in receiving.
Not much from Goddard week 7, and Hurts with minus 10 rush yards. G-men let Nick score on them twice along the ground with 48 rush yards, 9.6 a carry, 5.8 a run allowed to J.K. Dobbins on 14 attempts for 81 yards, stopping the run a season-long weakness for New York.
Dobbins with a hole, 32-yard run by J.K. Dobbins.
2009. 45-38, without looking who won what is the highest combined score ever in a Giants-Eagles game.
In his 11 years in Philadelphia, Andy Reid has heard it all. But even through foggy glasses, he was fortunate to see the highest scoring game in the 76-year history of this rivalry.
He pumps, he is looking, he is firing it deep, and it is caught! And walking in for a touchdown backwards is Deshaun Jackson!
Jackson was kryptonite to the G-men, who gave up quick strikes most of the night, and then died a slow death on a 12-play, 91-yard drive.